Team score 17-7 in favor of Mineral Point. At 1:45, John Galarnyk, with a record of 12-2, faces Jim Schickle of Mineral Point. Both are seniors. Galarnyk beat Schickle 7-2 in the semifinals at the Badger State Tournament last week. John Galarnyk has 37 takedowns, 4 pins. He is third on the team in takedowns behind Mike Barr and Marty Loy. Off the mat is the call. John Galarnyk, third at the Richland Center Invitational this year, second at the Badger State. The MVP for the Blackhawks last year, state qualifier last year when he had a record of 23-7. John Galarnyk at 1:45. As his brother Paul wrestling 45 on the JV squad. Paul was defeated 2-0 tonight, one of the few losses River Valley suffered. 1:12 here in the period, both wrestlers going takedown route, and Galarnyk gets it. 2 points for John Galarnyk. Now lets him up. And we're going to go takedown release. We need some big scores, and that's a good way to get them, if you're confident and if you're able to get those takedowns. John gets one, the first one here in the match. He leads at 2-1, 54 seconds left. John goes in, gets a double leg, tries to pick up Schickle, and out of bounds is a call. Schickle slips the whizzer in there, and John says hello to Ted Harris. .48 seconds, capacity crowd here at Spring Green. Galarnyk and Schickle. Hand checking. Working for the takedown. John goes in again, working for the double leg. Now gets up, trying to use the shoulder throw. They're out of bounds. Any comments, Jeff?
I was just thinking right now that there's one thing kind of working against the River Valley individual wrestlers, and that's the team score, of course. But right now they're thinking that when they go out there, they're thinking more than 3 team points. When they go out on the mat, they're hoping for a major decision, a superior decision, or the pin. And some of them are kind of leaving their own game plan or their match plan and trying to go for the extra points, and that could hurt them.
Keep that in mind. 2-1 to score, 11 seconds here in the first period. Galarnyk got the takedown, then let Schickle up. He's been the aggressor here, and they go out of bounds with 4 seconds. Schickle just more or less trying to stay away from John, and not too anxious to lock up horns. Period ends. Second period action. Galarnyk down and Jim Schickle up. Yes, it has. We'd have a little trouble speaking and hearing ourselves if the Hawks were ahead 17-7 at this point. Galarnyk stands up immediately. Schickle tries to bring him down, but John does a nice job of getting at least as far as the out-of-bounds line on his feet. .145 pounds. We're more than halfway through this big dual meet now. Mineral Point with a 17-7 lead. Galarnyk tries to spin around. Still working on it. Comes around, gets 2 points for reversal. John Galarnyk, 4-1 lead now. And a gentleman in the crowd behind us saying, don't let him up, pin him. Be nice to
You can't beat quality bank carpet. Treat yourself to a real dining pleasure. Try the place for steaks. Arthur's in Spring Green. Just can't beat the tender, sizzling steaks. Served just the way you like them. Or Arthur's delicious Friday night fish, fresh roast, and cluster. Saturday, prime rib and a piece of triple large grilled chicken. Also, you to a Josh Day Turkey. You can just arrive on a day and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. So if you haven't been there, there's just one kitchen every week. Arthur's, the place for steaks in Spring Green.
got through 2 of them there, huh, Tom? All right. 1:35 in the second period. Schickle stands up, they're out of bounds. And both up. Working for the takedown here. Second period, 1:25 on the clock. Schickle and Galarnyk now 1 Scoreboard says 5-1. The other one says 4-1. Now they're changing it. It's 4-2. All right. Schickle with the escape point. 4-2. Galarnyk shoots in for the double leg. Schickle riding high. John picks him up, turns him around, and gets 2 points for the takedown. All right, John with a 6-2 lead now. Halfway through this match at 145 pounds, under a minute in the second period. John with a figure 4. Coach Lavinger yells he's just going to lay there and do nothing. You might as well let him go. We ought to have a mic there in the sideline for the coach, like they do in the pros. John still hanging on to him, though. Figure 4, working on the shoulder. 37 seconds. 6-2. Coach again yelling, John, let him up. Stalemate is called. We'll come back to center circle with Schickle in the down position. Now John takes a look at the coach and I assume will adhere to his wishes. He does. Immediately goes, shoots in for the double leg. 30 seconds. Again, they marked up the wrong point. One scoreboard says 7-2. That escape went the other way. Should be 6-3 right now. Galarnyk working for the takedown. They're near the out-of-bounds line. John's got hold of one leg. Schickle flat on top of John. Coming back on the other leg. And they'll both be in the opposition with 11 seconds left in the period.
Usually you see that a lot in college wrestling. Sometimes two very aggressive wrestlers. You'll see them going all over the mat as Coach McCauley noticed at the University of Wisconsin Center Richmond Roadrunner wrestling.
All right, crucial point here. 10 seconds. Galarnyk trying to pick Schickle up and break him down. He needs it 2 seconds. We won't get the takedown in this period. 6-2.
Phil, I don't understand why John was on top there. I thought that Schickle had gotten an escape and they were both up.
I didn't even notice that. Now it still says 6-2. That is the score. I thought he had the escape. Caution on Galarnyk, top man, as we start the final period. Jumping the gun here in the booth, I guess. We all thought Schickle had an escape. Reload, take 2, final period. Galarnyk on top. Doesn't let Schickle up this time. Schickle stands to his feet. John brings him back down. 150 in this final period at 145 pounds. We need some points, gents. We trail 17-7, Mineral Point. John with a figure 4. Coming around, sliding the half Nelson in, or at least attempting to, on the far edge of the mat. 130 in the period. John working on the armbar series. And out of bounds again. I beg to differ with you. In fact, I don't even beg.
WRCO Radio, Richmond Center, Wisconsin.
1:15 back to center circle, and still down is Jim Schickle. Galarnyk beat him earlier this season 7-2. He leads him right now 6-2. John riding with a figure 4 around the waist. Working the armbar again. Trying to tip Jim Schickle. But Jim's done a nice job of spreading himself out. 47 seconds. Coach Lavinger getting where he can get a closer look, a better angle at what's happening out there. John's got the half Nelson in there now. He's tipping Schickle. Schickle very close to getting the arm out of there. He won't, though. Galarnyk with 30 seconds trying to tip Jim Schickle over. He lost the arm, though, and didn't get any points out of it, I don't believe. 6-2 the score right now, as on the board. 19 seconds. John will reload, try again. Stalemate is the call. (6-2) in favor of Galarnyk here at 145. Mineral Point has had their way throughout the majority of dual meet here tonight, although they lead just 17-7. That's a difficult gap to make up against a team like the Pointers. Schickle stands to his feet. John breaks him down again. 9 seconds. Trying to roll him on his back. Schickle rolls on through. And as time runs out, John Galarnyk a victor at 1:45 by a 6-2 margin.